Happy holidays! I'm Brian Hughes, and welcome as we take a look back into days gone by and remember the spectacular holiday displays that once adorned front windows in downtown Scranton. These pictures are windows to our past and have been preserved and featured on the blog scrantonchristmas.blogspot.com. The pictures of the display windows of the former Household Outfitting Company were taken between 1938 and 1960 and discovered in West Scranton. The household photos were donated by Gene Giancini to the Albright Memorial Library. Many of the photos featured were scanned by members of the Weinberg Library at the University of Scranton. Some of the photos taken were credited to Anman Mott Studio and Presswood Studios. Household Outfitting Company was located in the 300 block of Lackawanna Avenue in downtown Scranton between Penn and Wyoming Avenues and closed in 1962. Thomas F. Hayes was display manager for Household Outfitting during part of the era covered by the photos. He retired in 1961 and was responsible for many of these displays. The first picture shown was taken during the day and features an animated Santa standing between two mountain peaks, featuring an extensive train display and surrounded by Christmas ornaments in the front window of Household Outfitting. This picture is similar, dated around 1960 in the front window of Household Outfitting. There's nothing quite like a well-adorned display window to attract the attention of passerbys. This photo, taken in 1948, displays a variety of skaters and stuffed animals on wheels, along with plenty of trees and an extensive railroad display. This photo from 1948 displays the anticipation of Christmas Eve, with a peaceful home-like setting, featured by the dollhouse and surrounded by smaller homes and encircled by a train display. This photo features a broad representation of various Christmas displays. You'll see that the window truly lives up to the title of Christmas Jubilee. As you can see above the window, truly a Christmas Jubilee. This is one of the earliest photos in the collection, dating back to 1938. The photo of the window features a Christmas ballroom dance display, along with dolls and stuffed animals up front. This photo is accompanied by a Christmas poem, which reflects the times the poem was written in. The poem and photo are part of a 12 by 18-inch sheet folded into fours. The poem describes the contents of the display window photo.
Listen to what I have to say about the window, Christmas Day. On top our flag waved in the sky, also the flag of each ally. Soldiers and sailors moved around, the same as dancing on the ground. Small dolls in their country's attire, paraded for you to admire. The revolving tree with its lights added cheer to the many sights. Santa Claus and his 8 reindeer passed the window, then to the rear. Over the hills and through the snow, you could see him merrily go. The choo-choo trains kept speeding by. Then they'd stop. I will tell you why. They brought these greetings, as you see. Merry Christmas to you, from me.
This photo is a larger and more defined version of the previous picture, featuring the Ballroom Display with little sailors dancing with their partners. Here is a picture displaying Cedar Chests featuring a boudoir doll. These dolls were made from the 1920s through the 1940s and came free with the purchase of a Lane Hope Cedar Chest. This can be accomplished by a payment of $1 down and $1.25 a week. She's quite a doll. In this photo, it looks like Santa gave his flying reindeer the night off and decided to travel by way of his magic flying train. The display features dolls bordering both sides of the train display. It almost appears like the display has a smoky background effect to it. It's very evident Household Outfitting took pride in its train displays. This picture features a futuristic version of Christmas, displaying a Santa in a bubble, along with spaceships and rocket trains, as well as the traditional train sets. You notice in the background lights from window displays and lights from across the street reflected in the windows. Back to the 20th century for this traditional picture, with a display similar to the Christmas Eve setting, but a whole lot busier, featuring the doll's house as the centerpiece, more dolls and stuffed animals, with a "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" effect. In this tiered snowy scene, we can see a variety of toys, ranging from stuffed bears, to animals on wheels, to a play stove, to kits to keep the little ones amused. Truly a tiered snowy scene. The train lover in all of us will appreciate this display from Lionel Trainland, taken in November 1952. The border of the window is set up like an overhead railroad light tower. Another beautiful multi-level train display by Household Outfitting Company. Now we'll look at the Toy City window in Household Outfitting Company, featuring a large rocket ship, as well as plenty of dolls, cars, trucks, and on the left you can even see a robot. In this photo, we can see a large train set. Other toys include a wrist radio like Dick Tracy used to have, and a play set of Campbell's soup cans and utensils. Here's an unusual side view of a display. Once again, we can see many toys and train sets. We can also see a reflection of the photographer. And in this view, we can see the Eugene Jacobs display windows across the street. These photos feature the reflection of a nearby clock on the display windows. All of the clocks are octagonal. Apparently in the early to mid-20th century, large outdoor clocks were as common in front of a jewelry store as a multicolored pole in front of a barber shop. And this is a look at the 300 block of Lackawanna Avenue prior to the early 1990s implosion that made way for the mall at Steamtown. We see Ufberg's Home Furniture and the former Household Outfitting Company gone, but not forgotten. It should be noted that the main building that housed Household Outfitting Company was one of the newer buildings on the block. It was destroyed prior to celebrating its 68th birthday. Thank you for accompanying us on this journey back to Scranton's Christmas past. I'm Brian Hughes, wishing you the happiest of holiday seasons.